What is up, guys? Today we're going to be doing the iPhone X versus the SE full speed test with iOS 14. Of course, I wanted to see just how much faster the iPhone X has gotten, if it's gotten any faster. So let's go ahead and get started. You can pick the SE up for around $400, and you can also pick the X up for around $400. And I personally like the iPhone X more just because you get the OLED display, and it is a slightly bigger phone than the 4.7-inch display on the SE. But as you can see, they both have really compact bodies. But let's go ahead and get started with a boot up test. 3, 2, 1. Looks like the SE turned on first, so should boot up first. And the iPhone X actually booted up first. Now, checking out the biometrics on here, I do think Face ID is definitely a little bit faster than the Face ID on here, just because when you're taking this out of your pocket, you already know kind of where to put your hand or finger at, and it's just really quick to open it up like that, besides, you know, having to make sure your face is scanned. But they both seem to be really fast. You really can't tell a difference here, but it is going to take a little bit longer because, again, you do have to look at it, it unlocks, and then you have to swipe. So if it wasn't for the swipe gesture, I think getting into your phone would be much faster on the X. But again, they're both extremely fast here. Now, just to confirm the software, as you can see, we're on iOS 14, and let's go ahead and start opening some applications here. Now let's go ahead and start off with YouTube. Faster on the X, it looked like. Instagram. Faster on the SE. And I think the gestures experience is a little bit smoother to me. It's just a little bit, feels just more natural to be able to do that than the home button now. But again, it really comes down to personal preference. Let's go ahead and try Subway Surfer. Now these phones both have 3 gigs of RAM in them. So as you can see, SE and the X is not too far off. Let's go ahead and try the camera application on both. Again, SE slightly faster. So again, the iPhone X is definitely not slow by any means. It's really keeping up with the Apple A13 chip here. This A11 is still very fast. Tempo run. And on the SE, so you can see a bit of a more noticeable difference, I guess, when you come into games. But let's go ahead and try a heavier game, Call of Duty Mobile. And we're in on the SE, already booting into the game. And we're already in, ready to go. And let's go ahead and actually get into a game. Why not? I got a waiting time on mine, so I don't think it's gonna be fair. Yeah, I got a long waiting time on mine. But I do want to check out the graphics just to be able to show you if there's any difference in graphic performance. If you go to settings, graphics, as you can see, I can go to max graphics on very high. On the SE, very high. We can also do, well, we can't do, yeah, it doesn't give us the option. So I can do high on very high, but I can't do very high in max graphics. So you will have that extra, you can see that extra juice when you're gaming on the SE. But as you can see, they both look great, pretty much identical. And one of the things I really love, again, is the OLED display. You can see the deeper blacks, slightly more vibrant colors, definitely a much better display. So people ask me, I definitely prefer this phone at $400 over the SE, just because slightly bigger display again. So, you know, better display to me, so definitely worth. Let's go ahead and check out the Antutu Benchmark scores here. And get an advertisement. And let's go ahead and start that, and we'll come back so we can see these scores and if they have changed from 13. Alright, so as you can see in the Antutu benchmarks, you can see a big score difference here with the iPhone SE. Just gave off a bigger score, as you can see here. So definitely very powerful chip, at least when it comes to the benchmark. So we opened up quite a few applications. Let's go ahead and check on the RAM management. Instagram still open. Google Earth still open. These phones usually do really good with RAM management. Subway Surfer still open. YouTube still open. Still open on both. So very good on RAM management for both of these. Let's go ahead and run a little quick speed test, Wi-Fi speed test, starting with the SE. $57.5, 11.6, and we got 46.7. Then 11.4. Alright, so next we're gonna export to 15-second clips. We're gonna do in 1080p and see which one does it faster. And it looks like the SE just beat it slightly there, so slightly faster when you're exporting videos, but not by much, as we saw. So when you are in the web browser, both phones are very smooth, and again, the gestures do make the X feel a little bit smoother than the SE here, but they're both relatively fast here, as you can see. So if we just type in Verge, you'll see it's not going to be a huge difference in speed here. Both very, very fast. So pretty much even in speed. So not a huge difference if you're thinking about getting the X over the SE. Then it's definitely not going to be a huge difference. Actually, some advantages with the. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.